yourself. So we'll go to the first reading in our unit 1 in workbook, page number 8. Can someone please tell me what the reading is about? What do you think it's about before you read that last time? Ma, Kun Thia? Kun Thia?
Let me check first one.
Get your book out on workbook, page number 8. Okay, maybe Panya can help first since Kunti is still getting ready. Panya, the first reading, what do you think it was about when you check it for the first time?
Wait, I'm finding.
Oh.
That you're gonna start in university.
Very good. Let's go to the question. So first we will have true, false, not given. So as you know, we've learned this already. True means the statement is exactly the same as one in the text. False, opposite, and not given means there's no information in the text. So how do you normally handle this kind of questions? When you see one sentence, what do you do? Did you read these questions first or the text first? Laying on for this one, how did you handle that?
Oh, I haven't got the book yet.
Oh, I think Panya has sent the book to our group chat in on Telegram on Wednesday. Oh, you can go and get that in a soft copy. Okay, no worry. Take your time. Kara, did you read the questions first or the text first?
Normally, I read the question first and find the keyword.
Okay. So let's check out the section number 1. What are the keywords that you use to help with the answering on?
The first question is the keyword is majority of young people.
Okay, what else?
And traveling during the gap year.
Okay, anything else?
And finance their trip.
All right, so those are your keywords. So what did you answer for this one? What was your answer you put?
My answer is true.
You put true based on what sentence in the text? Huh? Where can you get that answer? No worry.
Wait a minute.
No worry. Be careful, you have to make sure. Okay.
It's on the first paragraph.
Starting
from the line number 4 from the bottom.
Number 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So many of these so-called gappers go off. Okay. So you base on that, you think that information is true, right?
Right, Mom.
Okay. Right on, right on. What did you put for number 1?
Not given.
Not given. Why?
Like they said that, like they didn't mention about the majority of them.
Okay, that's all.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So the answer to number 1 is actually not given. And it's like Jara said, we cannot find anything about the word majority. We just had many, and many is very ambiguous, so we don't know if it is a majority or just like half of it. And also, you cannot find the word as the word young people or like must finance. They just said might. So number 1 is not given. There's nothing about majority. Number 2, let's hear from Mol. Or number 2, what are your keywords?
Taking gap year.
Okay, what else?
Young people
Young people. What else?
continue with their study.
All right, so what's your answer?
True.
True, thank you. Based on what paragraph, Mol?
I
How do you know it's true? Okay,
offering a chance to think about why you should study or you should need to study at all.
Thank you. Very good. So number 2 is true. Number 3, let's hear from Panya. Number 3 on true, false, not given. And what are your keywords?
Wait a little bit. Find my keyword.
All right, get ready. Lei, have you got the book yet on, or did you find it?
Well, the PS one that sent
By Panya.
uh,
Panya sent it.
by who? Wait. Supanya. Well,
It's on by
Supanya.
Panya, yes, on by.
I could not find the page. The
Number
wrong
8.
book. Well, I think it's the wrong book.
But
Maybe-
lecturer got the same book on, and it was the correct book. Let me check it first.
No, but it was the student book that was sent in the book.
Oh, so how do you get the book then on?
Except from Imo.
Yes?
I let Imo send from me.
It's a wrong book. So maybe I can help send some to Lane as well, or like just drop in our group chat.
Yes.
Okay. Rajara will drop a copy in the group chat only. You can get from Rajara soon.
I already sent it to him.
Good. Thank you very much. Panya, what's the keyword or what's your answer?
The number, yes, then have increased.
Number 3.
I think it is true.
It's true based on what keywords and what information in the text?
Wait.
So the number of university students has increased in the last few years.
I think it's sorry, but it's not given.
Okay. Okay, so why not given?
I think they only talk about the student who enter higher education.
So where can you get that information? From what paragraph?
It's paragraph 2, the end of paragraph 2.
The end of paragraph 2. So according to the latest data from British University admissions, blah, 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 student age 19, blah, 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 entered last year, figures that show a steady annual increase. They said steady annual increase, and this one we said the number of university students has increased in the last few years. Don't you think it's the same on? Look at that. Main, okay, main can come.
Maybe it's true.
I'm just asking, all right? So what is your final answer? True or not given now?
It's true. It's true.
Okay, it's true. Okay, let's hear from Makara. What's your answer to this one then?
I think it's true too.
I think it's true too. Kunthi, what's your answer to number 3, Owen?
I put not given wrong.
Why not given now?
Because I cannot find in the paragraph.
You cannot find anything about that in the paragraph. Okay. Anyone else chose false as the answer, or we only have true and not given? No, okay. The answer to number 3 is not given. It's like what Kunti said, even though we have that line of information, but that figure is only for British, like university, not in general. But this one, they mentioned something about university in general, and there's nothing mentioned about that in the text. So, Panya, your answer was right. Stick to your answer. Oh, don't go change it, okay? Number 4, Chara. Christine Samways lacks the right qualities to be a good student.
False.
False. Why? Where can you find the information in the text?
Paragraph. Wait.
Where can you see the word Christine Samways?
Paragraph 4.
Or, okay. What information do you see that support your answer?
Head to Mexico to do voluntary work at a children's home.
So that is your support for putting number 4 as a false. Okay, thank you. Number 4, it's false, but the information can be found in the third paragraph. Here, Christine Samway is a typical example. She left school blah, blah, with 9 good exam passes. So that's why number 4 is false. Last one, let's hear from Makara. Christine Samway again.
Number 4.
5 on 5. Number 4.
Oh, 5.
Number 5.
Number 5. I choose it. It's true.
Christine Samways believes that if you lack educational qualifications, your career options are reduced.
Yeah.
Okay. Based on?
Based on like the paragraph number 5, right?
Number 5.
And line you have to, like she said that like many have a quick improviser she wanted first time. Like many 16-year-old school leaver starting work at the first time, and it dawned on her that if you don't have qualifications or the rise of qualification, you have a few work choices.
Very good. Number 5 is true. Let's go to the next section. Completion. No completion. Let's hear from Lê. Did you get the book yet on? Lê?
I got only 2 pages.
You only have 2 pages. Fine.
That's okay. I can.
Okay. Number 6. What is the answer?
Okay, fine. Okay. Is that one?
Yeah.
Which one, Mom?
Page number 9 on exercise number 6. The note completion. Did you finish that or not yet? I can give you more time. Don't worry.
6.
Because you just got the book.
Oh.
It's on another side, like this side.
No.
Okay, no worry on that. Let's go to continue. Can you tell us the answer to number 6? What's your answer?
Number 6 is voluntary work. No.
Very good. Voluntary work. It is a note. Thank you. 7, Rajara. Let's go very quick since we have a lot of things to do today. Rajara, 7. Rajara.
Confident.
Confident with CE on.
C.
Confident.
Adjective. Yes.
You use you gave
Evident.
someone more confident. Are you
Ah.
sure?
Oh, no. C, E.
CE, yes, noun, more confidence. It gave her more confidence. Number 8, more. Return to. Mô đĩa, own, more.
Education.
Education, very good. Number 9, bà nhé. Currently studying. Okay.
I think it's social science.
This is about Christine. Are you sure she is studying social science?
Christine.
Christine is now working towards a degree in paragraph number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first line in the 5th paragraph. Look at that line on. Okay, so Christine is now working towards a degree in blah, 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 at Bath University, a choice of subject informed by her experience of working with Mexican children. So what's the answer to number 9 from that line?
We won't find it.
Paragraph number 5, the first line, the top.
Decide to.
Christine is now working towards. That's where you get the answer. Because it's the synonym of currently studying.
I see one. International development.
Very good. International development. Last one, things that blah, blah, blah.
Working abroad.
Very good. Working abroad. So that's no completion. Let's go to answering questions. So how many words can you use to answer the 3 following questions? Laying on, how many words can you use to answer the questions in number 11 to 13?
Oh, I don't have a ball.
Oh, I forgot. I always forgot. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Answering questions is here. You can only use no more than 2 words. So 2 words is the maximum. 11, let's take another round. Start from Kunti. What's the answer to number 11?
Answer is focus.
Focus, okay. How did you get that answer? So the question says, according to Act Adult, what do people need in order to benefit from an ICYE exchange program? Where can you find the exchange program on? Continue to get that answer.
Paragraph 4 more.
Paragraph 4. 4? Are you sure?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and who used that line on? Who spoke that sentence? Who asked that question? Is it Christine or Agnes?
Christine.
Christine, are you sure? Number 11, talk about Christine.
Agnes.
Agnes. So even though you see the program's name in the 4th paragraph, but that one mostly talk about Christine, right? So where else can you find Agnes that?
In paragraph 7 more.
Okay, so where did you get the answer then? What line? Where is the answer in the text?
In the last paragraph.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Where is it? Agnes
Like,
found the experience extremely beneficial, but
say that ICYE only really works if participants have a focus.
very good, a focus. That's the answer. 12, Rachara. What's the answer on? Number 12. What do they want to know? Information or person or people?
People.
All right, and the answer is very good.
Young girls.
Thank you, young girls. Mark 13, last one goes to Panya. What does Agnes Eldad have now that she did not have before she came to the UK? Panya.
I missed that one.
Remember, they are in order since the two questions are in the last paragraph. This one should also be in the last paragraph. The answer before this question is young girls. So maybe you can read after the word young girls and you might get the answer on. And probably young girl, remember. She now wants to set up her own vocational training program for young girls in northern Uganda. Agnes says, read the last line. Did you get the answer? The last line of the passage.
Wait, wait. I think is what this. No more than 2 words. I think it's gold.
Yes, goals. That's the answer. Very good. Ta. Lei has no book. I don't know. Keep going on since he cannot join us. Let's pause correcting the workbook since Lane has no book with him and I don't want him to just sit there and not like participate in anything. We'll continue this when Lane has his book. Ôi Lane, của mình anh con sao nó mày ta. Okay, so today we'll be looking at 3 other forms of listening questions in IELTS. We'll look at map labeling, multiple choice, and note completion. So I'm sure you all know what map labeling is, right? Or what it looks like. Duyên học khơi map labeling, everyone?
Yes, Mom.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
How do you find that? Is it easy, okay, or hard? Personally, it's hard to me.
Confusing.
It's
Not easy,
confusing
not
to me. Not easy, not hard, so it's average, all right? So here are some existing tips to handling map labeling questions. Like first of all, you have to read instructions. I'm sure you know that already. Read the labels and titles. Get yourself used to visualization. Like your eyes should know what the map looks like and get used to it. You should know answers are in order as well. Be careful with vocabulary again, synonym, paraphrasing, and instructors. So first thing first, let's look at this map. Mole, what can you see in this map, Owen? What do you think this map is about?
Park.
Park,
Market.
okay. A park?
No, market.
Market, okay. So what is the first thing that you see once you enter the market in front of you?
Fountain.
Water fountain, very good. And what is in the center of the market? Center. Hmm?
The bench.
The bench, okay. The bench, the trees, okay. And what is on the further end of the market? Further end, like you see the fountain here and you want to like walk to the right end until you reach the end of the market. What can you see?
Playground.
Playground. Okay, so here's the visualization. So you need to know what it looks like, what you need to search for. So the information you have to complete is, first of all, what is next to the entrance right here. And then if you keep going straight, what is this one called? And next to the toilet, what is this one called? And next to the playground at Penyakit, what is this one called? So that's how you fill in this one. So here are some words that you might hear in the map labeling exercise or questions. All of them are like words for directions or locations, like next to, across from, face, opposite of, stuff like that, entrance, exit, all words like that. Here is another map that might be possible in our IELTS questions. So Rajara, where can you see the reception desk on in this map?
In front of the entrance.
In front of the entrance, thank you. Kunthia, can you tell me where can you find the pool?
The pool
Mm-hmm.
in the middle.
In the middle of the place, sports center, thank you. Makara, can you find the gym on? Where's the gym?
The gym is behind the pool.
Behind the pool. See, so pool in the middle, like you said, in front of the entrance. So here are some words you used already. So, before we go to the further practice, let's check out this one. I hope this is big enough. So we're going to listen to a short description of this diagram. Your job is to listen and to tell the answers, which one is the diagram that was described in the audio, in the MP3. The three of them are at the same place, like we are on Bridge Street, Riverside Street, and Queen Road. And the difference will be the direction. How are you going to live, or how are you going to get to that place? So description of the direction and tell me the answer.
Recording 17.
Can you tell me how to get to the supermarket?
Sure. Let me have a think. We're in Bridge Street now, and it's in Queen's Road.
Oh, the only street I know is Riverside Street. I know my hotel's on the corner there.
That's right. You need to go up Bridge Street as far as the traffic lights, then turn right. That's Riverside Street.
I see.
Then you walk along there to the next set of traffic lights, and you'll be at Queen's Road. You turn left there, and it's the second shop on your left.
Thanks very much.
So what is the diagram that was described in the audio, everyone? A, B, C? Mui nè, ổn.
And I can't see it. I only see the University Sports Center.
Oh, my bad. Right here. My bad. I'm sorry. Can you guys see it now then? I hope it's big enough. That's why I switch without sharing the screen. Ma, can you see the maps now? There should be 3. All right, let's listen again. That was my fault. I'm sorry.
Recording 17.
Can you tell me how to get to the supermarket?
Sure. Let me have a think. We're in Bridge Street now, and it's in Queen's Road.
Oh, The only street I know is Riverside Street. I know my hotel's on the corner there.
That's right. You need to go up Bridge Street as far as the traffic lights, then turn right. That's Riverside Street.
I see.
Then you walk along there to the next set of traffic lights, and you'll be at Queen's Road. You turn left there, and it's the second shop on your left.
Thanks very much.
Okay, finally, A, B, C?
B.
B, very good. The answer is B. Like you go all the way up until you reach blah, blah, blah. So the answer is B. So that's how you get the direction of the place. Okay, let's go to a real practice in IELTS. This one is a map labeling in section 2 of the listening questions. So what is this map for? Oh, where is it? In the school, at the market, or on the street? What is this map for?
Library.
Library. How many questions do you have to complete?
5.
5. And the entrance is down here. That's where you will enter the place. So choose 5 answers, and the words that you can use to complete are in the box right here on your right hand side. And here are some existing places that have been filled in for you already. Let's go.
You'll hear the librarian of a new town library talking to a group of people who are visiting the library.
Okay, everyone. So, here we are at the entrance to the town library. My name is Anne, and I'm the chief librarian here. And you'll usually find me at the desk just by the main entrance here. So, I'd like to tell you a bit about the way the library is organized and what you'll find where. And you should all have a plan in front of you. Well, as you see, my desk is just on your right as you go in. And opposite this, the first room on your left has an excellent collection of reference books and is also a place where people can read or study peacefully. Just beyond the librarian's desk on the right is a room where we have up-to-date periodicals such as newspapers and magazines. And this room also has a photocopier in case you want to copy any of the articles. If you carry straight on, you'll come into a large room, and this is the main library area. There is fiction in the shelves on the left and non-fiction materials on your right. And on the shelves on the far wall, there is an excellent collection of books relating to local history. We're hoping to add a section on local tourist attractions too later in the year. Through the far door in the library, just past the fiction shelves, is a seminar room, and that can be booked for meetings or talks. And next door to that is the children's library, which has a good collection of stories and picture books for the under 11s. Then there's a large room to the right of the library area. That's the multimedia collection, where you can borrow DVDs and so on. And we also have CD-ROMs you can borrow to use on your computer at home. It was originally the art collection, but that's been moved to another building. And that's about it. Oh, there's also the library office on the left of the librarian's desk. Okay. Now, does anyone have any questions? Yes.
So what do you see the first time you enter the library, Molon? On your right hand side, what do you see the first time you step into the library? More. What on? Very good, librarian desk. So what is the opposite of the librarian desk? That should be on your left hand side. Kuntia, number 11. What is the place called?
It's called reference book.
Very good, reference books. Thank you. And across from the reference books and now the room close to the librarian desk is 12.
I didn't catch up with that one.
Okay, no worry. Lei, did you catch that answer on across from the reference books next to the librarian desk, number 12? What is the room called?
It's called periodical.
Periodical, thank you. And in the main area, the main hall is library area, and there are 3 sections: fiction, non-fiction, and Makara 13 on.
Local history collection.
Very good, local history collection. And further end to another room on the non-fiction side, close to seminar room, Panya, number 14. What is the answer?
It's multimedia.
Multimedia, very good. The last one, 15, next to non-fiction section. A room in number 15, it's called?
Children's book.
Very good, children's. Hey, hang on.
Wait, I'm confused.
I'm confused too. Number 14, what is it called? Panya, again.
Wait,
Be careful.
Children's book. 14, right?
Yes, 14, right here in this area.
And books.
That is children's book. Very good, 14 children's book. Wow. And 15 here, one?
Multimedia.
Yes, 15 multimedia. We got confused. Even I got confused. Không, cô stop đá hàng chọnខ្លួនឯងចាំ. Right, so again, we got confused from Panya. Number 14 is the children's book section and 15 is multimedia, okay? You just got the wrong answer because Panya messed up. It's Panya's fault. Sorry. But that's map labeling. You guys have any questions? It's not very common, but we cannot say that it won't appear because I took IELTS multiple times and it only appeared once. So we can't tell that it will never happen. So best to get ready for that. Any questions for map labeling? Chileon, any problem?
No.
No, okay. Makara, Panya, any problem?
No.
No, right. Let's move on then. Hang on, it's being saved. It's raining again. Another simple type of questions which you will see every single time is multiple choice, and we did this last time. A question format that is very similar to multiple choice is picking from a list. So we discussed this on Wednesday as well, but in a reading format, and the same thing like reading format, multiple choice, you pick only one answer. So what are the tips? What have you all been using in order to answer these questions? Rajara, want to share your tips on what did you do when you have to finish these questions before?
First, I read the instruction.
Read the instruction, then?
Look at the keywords.
Look at the keyword. What else?
Um, and like if the listening, like if I heard another word like on the following question, then I'll skip the one I haven't done it.
Okay. Skip the one you haven't finished. All right. So what about the choice? Should you spend time reading the choices or no? Or just read the question?
I also read the choice.
In detail?
No, just scan.
Okay. Scan or skim on?
Scan. I don't know.
Quickly. Okay. Thank you. So it is recommended that you won't read the choice in detail because if you focus too much on the choices, your mind might stick to the choices and it will trick you to think that the choices that you read were the answer. So you should not spend too much time on the choices. Okay. Let's look at this. We've got 4 questions in MCQ format. So spend 30 seconds the most right now looking at the questions from 11 to 14. And also look at the advice on your right screen as well, right here. They put some advice for you, like prepositions on the recording 11 are different from the ones here. Again, like we always agree on, they always use synonym or paraphrasing. For number 12, think about the kinds of words you might hear, like local produce, what is it, for example? Antique furniture. Number 13, although the questions follow the order recording, each set of options may not. They might jumble it. And last one, you need to listen for what has changed. The improvement, not the same. Let's go.
Test 1, exam practice. Listening, section 2. You will hear someone talking on the radio about food and restaurants in the local area. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 14.
Pause the recording for 30 seconds.
Now listen and answer questions 11 to 14.
And now we have our Know Your Town section, where we look at what's on offer in our area. Today, John Munro is going to tell us about local food and eating out. John.
Well, most of us buy our food in supermarkets these days, but we're very lucky having a wonderful market here. It was originally on the piece of land in front of the cathedral, but at the beginning of the 20th century, it was moved to a site by the river. When the new shopping centre was built in the 1960s, it found a home beneath the multi-storey car park, where it still is, but there are plans to move it back to its previous home by the river. The market is now open 6 days a week. On Tuesday to Saturday, you can buy fresh fruit and vegetables, meat and cheese from the area, as well as a whole range of imported produce. But if you come on a Sunday, you'll find a different market, where craftspeople sell what they have made, things like bags, cards, clothes. During the week, there are a few stalls selling more everyday utensils like saucepans and cleaning products alongside the fruit and vegetables, as well as one new stall selling antique furniture, which is proving to be very popular. People often ask what our local dish is. As we're by the sea, they expect it to be some kind of fish recipe. Our fish is good, of course, but there isn't one particular dish that stands out. What we do have is an apple cake that isn't really made anywhere else. There's a new cafe in the high street, Barton's, which bakes them fresh every morning and serves them with delicious homemade ice cream in a choice of flavours. Now, the harbour is obviously the place to buy fresh fish, Every morning, there's a stall where local fishermen sell a selection of the day's catch before the rest goes to London or abroad. They've been doing that for as long as anyone can remember, of course. But the harbour itself looks very different from a few years ago. Most of the restaurants used to be at the far end, but that part was redeveloped and the restaurants had to relocate to the other end. Many of them are simply the old ones in new premises, but a couple of new ones have opened recently. So there's a good range now, both in the harbour and the town itself. I'm now going to give you my top 6 places to eat in different parts of the town.
Before you hear the rest of the talk, test 1.
Okay, how was the test? The questions, did you all get the answer? Number 1, every option was mentioned. He kept changing it. He kept mentioning it. But what is the answer to number 1? Ma?
Oh, well, like I put C.
You put C, all right. Chị Leng, what do you put to number 1 on?
I chose A.
You chose A. Makara, what do you choose? Number 1?
A as well.
A as well. If you listen, at first he mentioned that the market was in front of the cathedral, and then he said in the past it was near the river, blah, 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 blah. But at the end, he said there is a plan to move, blah, 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 like it to where it is situated, blah, blah, blah. But the answer is A. Even I got confused. At first I chose B, and then he said to where it still is under the car park. So number 1, the answer is A, even though he mentioned so many places. Number 2, number 1, number 11, number 12, Panya, what can you buy on only one day?
I think it's C.
It is C, okay. Kunthia, did you stay for that one or did you hear that? Because you just enter again.
No, I guess C.
You guess C as well, thank you. Number 12, the answer is C. Yes, they said craft people sell what they have made, so it's handmade items. 13, Chị Lane, A, B, C.
B.
B, very good. And last one, lecturer on 14.
B.
B as well. Thank you. So even though the answers are in order, sometimes the speakers just jumble them together and mention every single option. And he will choose one at the end, like number 1. They mix them all together. So that's multiple choice questions or the MCQ. The last kind of today's will be another completion exercise, and that is note completion. So last time we looked at form completion, table completion, and then we have flow chart completion on Monday, and this one will be note completion. So what should we do when we see the questions of listening in this format of note completion? Here it looks like. If you see that on your paper you have a question that looks like this, what do you do on? First thing first, again.
Read the instruction.
Instruction. So look at this instruction. How many words can you use to complete in the blank?
No more than 3 words and or number.
Okay. After instruction, what else do you do?
Look at the gap, the blank. What do they need? The noun, adjective, or
okay, thank you. Let's go to the gaps together. 11, what should be the word well known for?
It can be a noun.
Maybe it's a noun. Number 12, complex consists of like concert rooms, theaters, cinema, art gallery, public library, restaurants. And 12, it might also be
related to noun and related to the answer below.
Okay, the noun as well, like maybe some parts of like the place, like here, art center, maybe one of the art type. Number 13, 1960s center was. What should we put right here? After verb to be, and we have a date, a year in front.
Past participle. Be a verb.
Maybe verb 3, all right, very good. 14, in, blah, 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 open to public. In plus
Maybe year.
maybe year, right? 15, managed by maybe person, someone, people, all right. Last one, open.
The number.
The number again, all right. Let's do a quick practice for this one. 1 second, it's being loaded. Just look at the questions first, guys. What about the rest, the others? Do you agree to hear classical music?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, very good. Number 1, the answer is always number 1. Number 11, the answer is classical music. Number 12, Rajara, we're going down up.
Bookshop.
Bookshop, very good. 13, Sit Lane.
Bill.
Bill, okay. What about the others? Did you get the same answer, Sit Lane, Bill, or something else?
Plan.
Thank you. The answer is plan, but plan in what tense, Rajara?
Past tense.
Past tense, very good. Number 13, plan, lay, not build. Plan and ed, double ned. 14, ปัญญา
1983.
Very good. 1983. 15, มกรา Managed by
City House. City House.
City House.
Yeah, I heard that.
We have City House.
I'm not sure, but I put what I heard.
City is correct, but not house. Oh, not City House. City, yes, but not house.
City Hall.
Right. No,
City Hall.
City Hall is the place, not the person. Like you work in the City Hall, it's a place, but not people. A place cannot run a place. City A.
Officer. I don't know.
Someone please help Makara. City House, City Hall ยังไงวะ What's the answer to number 15? Sit Lane, can you help 15 on?
I heard city camp and
Okay, same. Pajara, 15. What do you hear?
Government.
Government, okay. Kunthia, what do you hear?
City council.
City Council, yes.
Council, yes.
City Council, like COUNCIL, Council. Not City House, not City Hall, not City Town. City Council. My last one, Makara, again, one more chance. Open how many days per year?
3 days.
3 days.
Yeah, not 3 days.
There are 365 days a year, and the art center is only open for 3 days a year.
Like it quite fast, but I couldn't.
Okay. Panya, or did you get 3 days as well? 16 on Panya. What's your answer?
At that time, like the audio is
Lagged.
the suck.
Okay. Anyone gets the answer to the last one on?
I heard 363 bong.
Yes, very good. 363. 363 days per year. Very good. មួយឆ្នាំបើក300ថ្ងៃជាងណាមករា you cannot just open the place for 3 days per year.
I heard at the end of the word bong. I didn't hear the
I see. So 363 days per year. Probably it is because the recording was pretty fast as well for this one. It spoke so fast. Mostly note completion happened in the section for the listening IELTS or the last section. Normally in the last section, the last kind of questions, the last parts, the speakers, they normally speak pretty fast. So be careful for that. Before we part way, before you go to have your long holiday, long break, let's take a look at our class platform. Dưới dịch bài clip ban pi giật tiết này.